How my ex nearly r/P3D me. When I was a teen, I used to be into chat rooms and social media, and I got to know a guy through that who turned out to be a friend of my acquaintance's BF. The guy was 21 at the time and he had a way with words. For context, I used to study in an all-girls school. I wasn't the conventional pretty girl like my friends who used to get a lot of attention for being fair and light-haired, but I loved my friends and they never ever made me feel like I was any less attractive than them. So when I got attention from an older guy who was in college, it kinda made me feel special, and he knew how to use that. Me being 17 and naive, I used to eat his words up. First time we met, he made me feel so pretty, beautiful, and wanted that I didn't think to notice anything else. He was 3 inches shorter than me, I'm 5 feet 3 inches, and I didn't care because of how he made me feel. After a couple of months, I started to notice how controlling and cunning he was. He used to ask every minute of where I was and who I was with, and trying to get information out of me about my acquaintance's past so that he can tell his friend. I was so in love that I just brushed these things off as, oh, he's worried about me, oh, he cares about his friends, so of course he would want to know that he's with the right person. Stupid, I know. 2 years passed and later I had come to realize he had groomed me. I was so afraid of him because of his temper and outbursts. He was always controlling, but on the other hand used to flaunt me like a trophy wife in his college, because I guess the people there used to make fun of his height. But suddenly he started to get distant. Then one day he called me and told me that he used to love me and now he doesn't love me anymore. It shattered me. I thought I was unlovable, that whoever I loved will never love me back. So I shut myself completely. Thankfully I had great friends and they got me out of it, and after a couple of months I got into college. College life was interesting for me. It was the first time I was in a co-ed institution, and interacting with guys was confusing. My school friends went to different colleges since I wanted to pursue art, so I made a new group of friends which included guys. I was enjoying college life when one day I get a call from an unknown number. I usually don't answer numbers I don't know, but I just picked up without thinking, and it was my ex calling to say he made a mistake and he wants me back. I was reluctant, but he knew what to say because he groomed me and that was familiar to me, and we started talking. I didn't say clear out that we were exclusive again or anything, but I guess that's my fault for agreeing to talk to him. A couple of weeks passed and he randomly started popping up at my college and following me around like he was claiming me since he was insecure I was friends with other guys. My friends were confused and later told me that they were shocked I could be with someone like him. This happened often. Random pop-ups at my college turned into stalking me while he waited outside my college to see where I go and with whom. He also took it to the point he tried to fight with one of my guy friends at the time just because we were all out in a group, about 15 of us. He accused me of cheating with the guys. He didn't say who, but just said it like I'm with all of them. Ironically, I had found some questionable pictures on his phone of unsuspecting girls' cleavage, like he was sneakily taking their pictures. I got sick of it and said enough was enough and told him I want to break up. He laughed at my face and said I can't break up with him and continued as if I didn't say anything. I tried to distance myself, but he always was there stalking me, calling me from unknown numbers and threatening me. Eventually he started accusing me of cheating and started doing it every day. The fights were brutal and he tried manipulating me into agreeing. I just wanted to be done with him and told him I wanted to break up over and over again, and he told me that he can only say when we're done. This guy had traumatized me for years now, and I was afraid of him because he threatened to leak my pictures in my college or send them to my family. I lived with my family since girls can't leave their parents before marriage and dating is taboo, so if you dated it would be kept secret. He used this fact to his advantage one last time when he was threatening as usual because I refused to meet up with him. After the threats, I reluctantly agreed when he told me he'll pick me up from college while also telling me we have to talk about our relationship. I was hoping that we were finally gonna break up. I wish I hadn't gone. I wish I was brave enough to say no and not let his threats manipulate me. When I got in the car, he was silent all the way till we reached his friend's place, and I had this nauseating feeling in my gut. He got out the car and told me to get out, but the tone of his voice was not asking but menacingly telling. I was so scared of him that I got out and held my bag close to me where I had kept a box cutter, among other things, since I was an art student and needed it for my projects. If you've been with us up to this point and found this story intriguing, show us some love with a like and share your thoughts and feelings in the comments. We'd love to hear which part resonated with you the most and why. This story is unfolding as we go, and your feedback could inspire what happens next. So don't hold back, let us know what you're hoping to see as the story continues. When I walked through the door, he told me to sit down on the couch, and I did while he said he's going to freshen up. At that moment, all alarm bells were ringing and I knew I had to do something. I took out the box cutter from my bag and thought to use it on him if he tried anything, but all I could think about was how will I get home? I don't know where I am because it's in the middle of nowhere and he'll catch me if I run. I looked at my arm and thought of the only way I will be able to make it out is by freaking him out. So adrenaline pumping, I made 4 deepas on each arm, not deep enough to damage something important but enough to D. I know a lot of you might be thinking call the police or SAB him or something, but where I live dating someone was unforgivable in society, and if you were caught especially in a house with a random guy who wasn't your husband, the girl would be shamed in the whole society. Purity was everything. When he came out, he saw my arms covered in D. He freaked out and quickly tried to clean me up and shouted that I'm crazy. I said to him he better take me back or else this'll be on his hands. That got him to take me to the car. Once in the car, he started debating with himself if he should just do it and how he's not gonna get this chance again, and I held my breath praying he doesn't change his mind. Finally, he decided to take me back to my college because he didn't want to deal with it anymore. When I finally reached my college, I got off, I ran to the gate and waited for his car to drive away. I took a deep breath. The realization of what he was about to do, and how stupid I was to agree, hit me. After a couple of minutes deciding if the coast is clear, I took a cab back home. I would be lying if I say that I didn't hear from him again, but that's a story for another time. Hope you enjoyed the story. If you're up for more stories and videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of our channel. We've got loads of cool stories and content waiting for your eyes and ears. So, take the chance, follow our channel, and dive into the endless world of our stories. Can't wait to see you in our next videos.